Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday, but I'm recapping the trade from the 29th of Tuesday and giving you guys a bias for tomorrow of Wednesday 30th. Name is AB. Welcome to the channel if you're brand new, but let's get right into this. Alright boys, let's get right into this. So I want to go over this trade that happened today. I made a couple of mistakes and I journaled the mistakes, but I ended up smashing straight to TP with the setup that I needed once I figured out in real life data that what I was missing. So let's go over this right quick. So today we had an A+ setup, but I traded it the wrong pair at first. So as you can see, this is the pair that I traded and ended up smashing straight to TP. It was on ES. Once I realized all of this, I'll go into more depth of it, right? So entry checklist. There was a 1 minute change in the state with a 5-minute change in state or a 15-minute change in the state following after a liquidity sweep. Sell side or buy side has been taken, which is the liquidity sweep. Swing low or swing high must be protected where I put my sell stop at. And my sell stop must be 30 points maximum, because if I go back to this trade, what's this? 5 points. It's way too tight. Alright, and then there's SMT following along with the bias, and it must be around 9 a.m. or roughly around above 9 a.m. if I'm being precise, because I'm very picky with my trade. So if you can see, 9 a.m. candle right there. Now let's go into the charts. So going into the charts, what I did was look at ENQ the most rather than realizing ES was the weaker asset on the SMT. Was feeling behind, and I realized that after I took the first initial loss, my first initial entry was right here at this change in the state level. I entered the short right here before market open. Sell stop was right there, the swing high targeting what? These lows, Asians low, all the way back to Monday's low. Now two things, this trade did work out after I got stopped out, and then I seen another entry over here roughly around this level where I ended up taking some sort of short right here, and I got stopped out right after, causing the loss to be around roughly like 900 in total. Now once I realized, I was like, oh shit, wrong pair. ES is the weaker asset, and I was like, damn, I've seen this trade before, but it was on NQ, and NQ was the weaker asset. I zoomed out to the 15 minutes right away, and I seen the same setup. 15-minute change in the state. Right after the 15-minute change in the state, what do we have? 9 a.m. We're above 9 a.m. That's my second confluence. Respect the change in the state. We end up tapping me in 9:30 open. We end up manipulating all the way over here, respecting the what? The 0.4 of my Fibonacci, which is the discount to me. Respecting the shit out of it. I could have entered right there, securing a tighter sell stop, but I always end up entering off the change in the state. Now once I got in towards the change in the state, what happened next? Straight to TP after some consolidation time, and adjusting my risk. This was a long trade, if I'm being honest. It was from 9 to 11:30, so roughly like, damn, I don't know how long that is. I haven't done my math. Now what led to this trade? Let's go back into it. Zooming out to the daily, if you're in my Discord, you will notice that I sent out on my part my bias for the night. As I said before right here, this is at yesterday, basically Tuesday at 1:13 a.m. when I came back from work. I literally stated not enough data for me to tell my people in the Discord a bias yet, and I was like, I want to see us go towards one of the high or the low of Monday. Depending on what we take out by the time we open, I will plan a trade. Now when I woke up, told the team what was going on, told them that there's SMT changing the state has happened. We have taken out on NQ and the ES, the same setup was popping up. I just failed to see it, but I told the team what was going on. I ended up entering these shorts a little earlier on NQ like I stated. Boom. Right there. Sell stop got hit right away, and I reminded everyone update. Once I took off the ES, I was like, I'm looking for Monday's low all the way. Let's see if the trailing stop. By the way, and I told them my current sell stop. I'm not selling signals, but everybody in my little Discord knows what's going on. And we ended up getting through some smashes, like right here. My boy took it on NQ after the initial move. I ended up smashing all the way down there, netted me around 1.1k. I could have made like 5k today if I'm being very honest, like 5k, guys. It's just that first lows took me out right here. I was expecting straight dump from the market right here, a straight dump. That's what I was expecting, but market is always unpredictable. Now, what could have been done different from this? Two things could have been done different. I would have changed the fact that I could have took the same A+ trade setup on ES, but I did not realize it until I lost the $900. Like, wait a minute, ES looks way better, easier to read, better understanding, and I need to be more aware of that. But other than that, this is a fucking plus setup. Caught the top of the wick. I basically caught the top of the wick. Caught the shit out of it. Caught the top of the wick, and then we ended up dumping. I'm happy. Now, going into tomorrow's trade, here's two things that I'm looking for, right? Let's just zoom out. I don't like my charts being that messy, right? So let me just clean up real quick. Depending on what's happening right here, this might be a turtle soup on the 4 hour, depending on what happened. Exactly. No, that's not a turtle soup. So it's more of a sweep. Now, we can return back to this equilibrium, but I'm more likely stating, right, like I said, I'm more likely reaching for these lows down here, as it makes more sense as that's a daily swing low. So understanding this is more likely a target for me. That's more likely a target for me for tomorrow morning. Why? I want us to sweep, come into this low, making Wednesday the low of the week. Right after Wednesday is the low of the damn week. I want Thursday to come back up, slowly making us up. That means we have some generated buy side liquidity. Because don't get me wrong, we have relatively equal highs on this turtle soup right here. Let me move this to the corner real quick. We have some relatively equal highs, 1, 2, 3, and then we have a couple of equal highs on the lower time frame. But we don't have enough data for me to look for longs right now, so I'm more likely to look for this low. And if ES could take that low, that would be perfect, because look, on NQ, that's all the way down here. That'll cause an SMT. But if NQ dumps, even better. I'll make more money on leading me to all the way down here. But let's just see how everything goes tomorrow morning. Hopefully we open up nicely. Price action is very, very, very nice, as we do have FOMC, but it's not really Powell speaking. It's more like a little statement. I don't know exactly who's speaking. Let me see exactly. Oh, I lied. Jerome Powell is speaking, so I'm gonna see. I have work around that time, so I might not even trade tomorrow. But I'm more likely looking at Thursday and Friday. I'm not really looking into trading tomorrow unless the AM session has shown me a good setup and I just enter. Right after I enter, I put my stop at break even and let it go out for the rest of the night. Lose nothing, win nothing. But if I win something, shit, this big hour is gonna be booked. And if you guys don't believe me, right here, look. This the trades that I took. It was 5 in total. I kept messing up on top step X for some reason. But here's 162, 750, and then I ended up making up the banger 1,000 total, covering up the loss of these two. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let's see what brings tomorrow in. Like, subscribe, share. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord, let me know. I'm only taking serious people in because a lot of people be wasting my time, and I don't like my time being wasted, as I could teach you how to fish, but you just gotta want to learn it. And plus, I'm happy about my 1K. 1K a day keeps a manager away. That's my motto for now. Peace.